A giant new leak just dropped for Generation 10 Pokemon Wind and Waves. Y'all need to strap in. Let's get it. Yesterday, the floodgates opened up, and no amount of flex tape was going to be able to seal this leak. I tell you what, the Terra leak has gone nuts. The data miners have found even more. We've got tons of locations for the map of Generation 10. So spoiler warning, it is about to get real. This data mine comes from a build of the game in approximately summer of 2024. So we're really not that far away. A lot of the foundational pieces of the game will have already been established, and I think we can actually glean a lot of insight from today's video. So let's get it, because there's a lot to break down. Central reporting on the fact that there is a list of locations in the new region, and we've got this huge map. So let's take a look at the map first. We've got this 3D model of this massive map, all these different islands. You're going to be able to travel on the water. There's a big volcano, all sorts of cool stuff. But I think the big piece here is all of the different location names, because it may indicate some different Pokemon we could see, some new forms we might run into, and much more. So there's an uninhabited island, and there's a field, and an uninhabited island volcanic cavern. So we're going to be going potentially inside of a volcano, which I'm all about. That seems pretty sweet. Island 1, which seems to be probably the starting island. You've got the hotel, the surrounding area, an entrance, the hotel player's room, observation deck, northern wasteland magma area. There's a Woobat tunnel, so Woobat making an appearance here. Maybe a new regional form of Woobat, which could be pretty sweet. You've got the northeastern terraced rice fields. You've got the grass gym, the southeastern swamp area, the mangrove forest, Mount Symbol, buried ruins, spiky rocks area, and Mount Symbol summit. So a lot to take away from that. The grass gym being the big one. And with that, we actually do have the gym leader order from Moot Monthly indicating it looks as though it's going to be grass, poison, flying, fighting, dark, normal, steel, and fairy gyms. That seems to be the order again. Stuff could change, but very interesting stuff there. And then, as we talk about it, Island 2 has the poison swamp area and a poison gym. So that's going to be how it's going to be throwing down there. You've got the poison gym. Island 3 featuring the Anthill Fieldlands. When I think of Anthills, I think of Durant and Heatmore. So I'm very curious what they're going to do with that. Is there going to be a new ant Pokemon? Very excited to see what they're going to do with the Anthill Fieldlands. Light actually reporting on this, indicating Woobat, Durant, Heatmore will return. There will be a possible new ant Pokemon or regional form or convergent species based on these different locations. There's some pretty interesting stuff there. Island 4, there's no landmarks. Island 5, you got the marsh area. You've got the dam power plant. You've got the snowy mountain area. You've got the Majin Research Lab ice. You've got the icicle snowfield, summit area, wasteland area, and flowering water area. So that's going to be Island 5. So again, all of these different islands featuring various biomes, different diversity, all sorts of cool stuff. We are going on a crazy exploration, probably meets like Alola, meets Scarlet and Violet type of exploration. I think this could be really sick. Island 6 features a sandy area, a rocky area, and a flying gym. So you got our flying type gym there. Island 7 has the fighting gym and Goro Rock Island, which is very interesting. The Goro Rock Island could also mean we're getting a new rock and fighting type outside of Terrakion, a very good typing. That could be something very neat to explore. Island 8 is going to feature the capital city, the Dark Gym, the group headquarters, the Pokemon Center headquarters, the tour company headquarters, the boutique, the TM shop, the hair salon, the pharmacy, Ivy Jungle, Majin Research Lab ground, and the Will-O-Wisp Caldera. So a lot of interesting pieces there. We've got the different headquarters for the Pokemon Center, the tour company. You've got a Dark Gym, right? You've got a bunch of different things, the boutique, the hair salon. Lot to juggle there and explore in Island 8. And again, it seems like we're going to be traversing across these islands. Island 9 will feature a normal gym. Island 10 has no key landmarks. Island 11 has a middle-sized town, a rocky area, a steel gym, champion trail, Pokemon League. So there is going to be a Pokemon League returning. Blizzard area, Glacier Lake, and the forest area. So again, very diverse biomes here. We talk about a rocky area, a blizzard area, and a forest area all on the same island. Island 12, featuring a desert arena, the Majin Research Lab rock. So I want to highlight that. We've talked about these Majins and how there's going to be specific elemental Majins that can influence your various Pokemon. This is like the gimmick of the game. And they're calling out various Majin Research Labs. Not every type, specific ones, right? You got the Desert Stadium, Abandoned Mine Cave, That actually reminds me of Galar. Fieldland area, Ghost Island, and the Ghost Mineral Spring. Island 13 has the Islands of Thrones and the Throne Path. I'm very intrigued about that. Island 14 having the Fairy Island Cave, and the Fairy Gym. That is our final gym. You've got Island 15 is the Southwestern Island. Island 16 is the Desert Cauldron. Island 17 has Ruins, the Islands of Ruins and Forests, and the Platform Island. And then Ocean 1 is the Majin Research Lab Psychic, and the Neon Abyss. That Neon Abyss could feature all sorts of interesting Pokemon, including, you know, regional convergent forms of Jellicent, maybe some jellyfish. I think of those really cool, like, moon jellyfish displays at the aquarium, where they're all lit up in different colors. That could be very interesting. And then you got Ocean 2 to Ocean 8, Deep Sea 1 to Deep Sea 10. You got a Legendary Temple Wind and a Legendary Temple Wave. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of interesting things from this. You know, we've got all these different locations. Now from the leak, we've got this map. We can really take a lot of insight from this and start to, dive into not only our gyms, right, our gym order, but also looking at these different Majin research labs. We've got a ground Majin research lab. We had the psychic one. We've got the ice one. So this is going to be really crazy to see how it unfolds over these next few weeks as we get more information leading into the announcement of Generation 10. I am quite excited about that. A couple other things came out as well, because we're not done there. A beta character leaked, a female character. Really cool design. She's got some wild hair. She's got some really cool flowery earrings. So I'm curious, you know, who this character is going to be and what their impact is going to be on the game. And then in addition to that, light reporting on, as theorized before, it seems the new accessory gimmick will be pendants. The newly leaked character is wearing one as well, but slightly different. Will we finally get customization? So this idea that maybe you can customize your pendant, how it's displayed, much like different trainers have mega bracelets or mega necklaces or mega earrings or whatever, they utilize their mega stone in different ways. It's possible that we're going to be able to customize our pendant, but it does seem as though the pendant is going to be tied to whatever the gimmick is, which we're expecting to be related to this Majin gimmick, where you've got some control over the weather, some influence over the weather, and we'll have to wait and see how that all unfolds. This may be the tip of the iceberg. There could be a ton of things that come out over the next few days, so make sure you guys stay glued to the channel. Subscribe if you guys are new. Let me know your thoughts on this massive leak. I covered it kind of quickly, but there's a lot more to dive into here, so we might go a little bit more in depth in an upcoming video. But man, oh man, crazy stuff to get all of these different locations, to be able to get the map again from early, mid to 2024, so quite a bit of ways away. But I have a feeling that a lot of this stuff will actually be what's final. I really don't think so much is going to change, because this part of it is probably one of the first things that they're developing, and while things may be tweaked, I really don't see it changing drastically. Let me know your thoughts on this massive leak update for Wind and Wave as we approach Pokemon Day. Lots of new information coming. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more epic updates.